Hi guys, welcome to Perseverance Software Training Institute. I'm Sai Chiran. All right, so in this series of Docker, let's focus on you know Dockerfile, right? So we have already understood what is the purpose of a customized image, and now all the different instructions or commands which can be encapsulated within a Docker file. And now we'll be writing a Docker file, meaning we'll be developing a Docker file and then we'll be building the Docker file. All right. So fine. Let's see an example now. Okay. See, whatever instructions I have, you know, told in this particular slide, right? So not only this, we have many other than from run, work directory, add, user, expose, copy, cmd entry point. We have many other, but these are all the most used frequent ones. So yeah, so this should be suffice, but you know, yeah. All right. So now let's see this one. So now first one is from. This is our first Docker file now. So from is the instruction and argument. Nginx is the image name. Colon latest is the tag. This means that here what is happening is this is our base image. So on top of base image we are building our required you know uh, we are placing couple of extra instructions, meaning is on top of this particular base image we are building extra what is needed for us, all right, for our application. Okay, so let's see now. So next, expose 80. So we are actually specifying that okay, this particular application out of this image will be exposed on 80 port 80 now. So copy is the instruction, index.html. So just consider this is my final product. Okay, so I can share this particular XML file. It is already there with me. Okay, it's a simple XML file. You can utilize the same. This will be given by developers, nothing to worry, right? So this particular file we have it. So we are copying this particular file to usr share nginx html. Why? Because we need to deploy, I told, right, artifact. So this is our artifact now, our final product. So we need to deploy onto nginx web server. That is where we are using nginx here, all right, and specifying 80 because nginx operates on port 80. And now what is happening is we are copying our final artifact. So somehow we got this artifact. So this artifact will be deployed onto this directory because this is where, all right, our nginx basically serves the pages, meaning our artifact should be deployed inside this. All right, perfect, fine. Now this is done. Now what is the other one? cmd, I told, right, this is for basically a launch time executor, meaning that when the container starts, this is the command which will be executed. All right, perfect. Okay, let's firstly write this docker file. All right, okay, so you need to give vi space docker d capital file, and this is very important. So the default, the standard name of docker file is a d capital docker file with no spaces between docker and file words. All right, if you change the file name, you can basically have your own name, I mean own required file name. That is okay, but this is the standard. I'll explain you during build process of dockerfile. Okay, perfect. So vi space dockerfile, enter. So escape, after that I insert mode. Now here put on from instruction and then nginx as image, and you can put latest tag or it will pull latest tag. You can expose on a port which is 80, then use copy command, right? Spaces are not required, you can utilize it according to the requirement. Okay, so it is up to you. All right, fine. So we are copying index.html, but from where we are copying? This file should be on our docker host, meaning on our docker server. Okay, we'll put that later. So space usr, okay, usr share nginx html. All right, okay. So inside this particular file will be copied. Okay, perfect. Now cmd, I told, right, this is launch time executor. So just for now understand this command which I'm specifying will kickstart the process of nginx, meaning it will start nginx app. That's it. All right, fine. So here now we are giving daemon off. So this is the syntax. So we'll look at this later, right? Just understand for now, this is the command for kickstarting nginx service. All right, fine, we are good now. So now let's save it. So escape after that, colon wq and enter. Okay, save and exit. Fine. Now if you cat this docker file, see the instructions which have been drafted or available. So first is using from instruction, we are utilizing one base image. Using expose, we are defining on which port application is exposed at the container level. Okay, fine. And you can tell at on which port application is exposed, and then copy instruction, we are deploying an artifact. This artifact, we'll see how to create it to a particular deployment directory of nginx. So nginx has a directory where this is the one, usr share nginx html. But how come this path will be available? Because we are using base image as nginx, this path is available already. Okay, fine. That's the thing. Perfect. Now when we talk about cmd, this is launch time executor, meaning when the container starts or launches, this particular command will be executed. This is simply for starting nginx service. That's it. Okay, we are good now, but we do not have this in index.html, so we need to have that in the current path. Let's have that. So let's do this, vi space index.html, enter. I'll share this code to you. So this code, okay. All right, escape I. So give this escape I and paste it. All right, we have the code now, escape colon wq, enter. So we are done. So if you cat index.html now, you'll have the complete code, right? We are good. Yeah, okay, fine guys, perfect. This is ready now. Once we have the docker file ready, right, and we have already have different added different instructions within the docker file, right, while developing it. So now we are good. So if you observe what we are doing, pulling the base image, defining the exposed port, copying, meaning deploying our artifact onto the nginx deployment directory. Okay, perfect. And now starting nginx service. See, we are using predefined images and we are developing our base image, sorry, our customized image. Okay, fine. Now after writing the docker file, it is mandatorily necessary to, you know, basically build this particular, you know, docker file. Okay, because once you build this particular docker file, it will generate an image. So let me explain you now. So what happens is, so basically you develop a docker file, right? We develop a docker file. So after that we need to build this docker file. So build docker file, then it will generate our customized image. Got it, right? With some image name and tag. Okay, this is the process. So what is the command to do that? So here if you see, right, so docker build hyphen t is for tag. All right, then your custom image name, this is your image, right? You can give any custom image name and custom tag. Okay, fine. So there is one logic here, docker space build space hyphen t custom image colon custom tag. But the thing is, you need to give dot at last, which considers the current directory and take some files, because we need index.xml and all, right, to copy and all. So this specifies you are utilizing the data within the current directory, because we have index.html in our current directory in the sense, if you see here, if you give pwd, right, see, this is the current directory. Here we have index.html available. So yeah, so this is also required. Fine. But now what if your docker file name is different? Maybe it is custom file. So in that case, you need to change this particular command. It's ideally not changing. Update this command with hyphen f flag, which is your customized file name of docker file, file, right, with your docker file name. So it is custom file right now. So custom file. Okay, So, right, got it, right? So now understand that if your Docker file name is as per this standard, you can simply go with this command, because it's not required to specify file name, because it will be auto taken. All right, fine. But now if your Docker file name is custom file, you need to specify with f flag and the name of your custom file, and the rest follows as usual. All right, perfect. So let's build this. Now clear, give Docker images. We have predefined image. Now our custom image will be built. So Docker space build space hyphen t space, okay, custom colon v1 space dot. Got it, right? So build hyphen t, this is our image name. Now this is our tag. Now enter. See, now it is building, so it's done. So instruction 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? It's done now. All right. Perfect. Now, if you give Docker images, we'll have our customized image as well. See? All right. Perfect. So fine, guys. This is how we build Docker. I mean, we develop Docker file and then build Docker customized image out of it. So in the next video, we'll see how to deploy a container using this particular customized image. Okay. All right. Fine, guys. Thank you. Thanks for your time.